Good evening. Here is the Lagos State News at 7. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has inaugurated the Waterways Monitoring and Data Management Center, as well as the State Waterways Search and Rescue Unit. The governor also unveiled 2 patrol units and U-Safe emergency device at the 5 Carries Ferry Terminal, Falomo. Governor Sanwo-Olu reiterated his administration's commitment to a greater Lagos through the adoption of multimodal system of transportation aimed at decongesting the roads, pledging the completion of the Blue Rail before the end of this year to complement transportation.
Point of that pillar is the adoption of what we call a multi-nodal transportation system, which basically is meant to advance waterways infrastructure, rail infrastructure, and of course reduce road infrastructure, because that's where we have all of the major congestion today. In the last 3.5 years, this administration has invested massively in the waterways infrastructure, and assets have been procured to encourage and promote public water transportation in the state.
In his remarks, Commissioner for Transportation Frederick Oladeyinde said the development was to ensure speedy response to emergencies on the waterways and give more confidence to residents to embrace the water transportation to decongest traffic on Lagos roads.
With the ban on Okada, we are beginning to save lives, especially the young people who are maimed and, hurt in the process. And it's important that we preserve the lives of our youth, of our young ones, because they are the future, they are the leaders of tomorrow.
Earlier, in an address of welcome, the General Manager LASWA, Damlola Emmanuel, said the floating clinics and search and rescue units would be situated strategically in the 3 senatorial districts of the state, in Ekpakodo, in Ikorodu, Ijegun-Egba, and Falomo.
An automated manual action system integrated with alerts to enable efficient operator handling of events. It also allows the field operators, the water guards, to check and verify vessel.
According to Emmanuel, the control unit of the search and rescue unit will monitor all activities on the Lagos waterways, make surveillance on vessels to minimize accidents to the barest minimum on the waterways. The Office of the Special Advisor on Central Business District and the Lagos State Ministry of Transportation are set to collaborate to ensure that street trading on the major roads within the business district is drastically reduced, if not eradicated. The resolution by the 2 agencies was announced at a strategic meeting to find a lasting solution to the menace of street trading within the business district. Special Advisor to the Governor on CBD, Bengal Yeridi, during the meeting called on street traders to vacate the roads or face sanctions, especially within the Lagos Island Business District. Oyeridi harped on the need for effective and efficient collaborative effort amongst government agencies at curbing street trading, calling on market leaders, community and transport union leaders to caution their members to stop the allocations of trading spot on roads and major streets to traders within the island business district. He decried the interference from highly placed individuals in the society at thwarting the effort of government at curbing street trading across the state. The Permanent Secretary, Minister of Transportation, Gbolahan Toriola, called for a renewed effort of operatives of government agencies, especially CBD operatives and LASMA, noting that street trading impedes the free flow of traffic. He charged operatives of the 2 agencies to be resolute above board and take an uncompromising posture in enforcing street trading laws of Lagos State. Lagos State Building Control Agency, LAPCA, says it will soon commence the enforcement of relevant laws of the state upon the expiration of the ultimatum already given, stressing that no building is worth the life of any resident of the state. General Manager of LAPCA, Gbolahan Oki, who made this known, also directed owners of structures under high-tension cables in different parts of the state to vacate and move to safer locations. Oki urged Lagosians to be wary of the electromagnetic radiation that comes with the unlawful practice. He stated that the practice does not only pose a threat to the lives of the occupant and that of others, but also contravenes the provisions of the State Urban and Regional Planning and Development Law, while noting that buildings erected under high-tension electricity cables were a source of serious concern to the state government. Oki maintained that the state government will not fold its hands and allow the dangerous practice to continue to pose risk to residents of the state. He added that the erection of shops, offices, and residential houses under the high-tension cables is dangerous to lives and properties and should be reported to the agency by concerned residents in order to avert any danger. Lagos State Government has expressed its readiness to ensure smooth and seamless conduct of year 2023 population and housing census in the state. Special Advisor, Minister of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Relations, Mobalaji Ogunlende, stated this in preparation for the Lagos State Stakeholder Summit on 2023 Population and Housing Census, slated for December 20 at the Adeyemi Bero Hall, Alausa. According to Ogunlende, the Stakeholder Summit engagement, which will be led by the Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, would also feature presentations by top government officials at federal and state levels, traditional institutions, media, civil society groups, religious leaders, women and youth groups, academia, the private sector, and developmental partners on the preparations for the coming census exercise. On her part, the Federal Commissioner for the National Population Commission in Lagos State, Abimbola Saliu Hundeyi, said data is important for planning and positive growth, as no country can survive without data. Saliu Hundeyi, who urged the media for robust coverage and reportage of all the processes, advised Lagos residents to take ownership of the enumeration to ensure a successful exercise in year 2023. And that's it on the State News at 7. But just before we go, remember, your vehicle is not a strong room. Keep your valuables out of view of miscreants. You can listen to Lagos Traffic Radio on our website, www.trafficradio961.ng. And follow us on our various social media platforms at Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Also, you can download our app, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, from Play Store for more traffic updates. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration embarked on the implementation of gradual phase-out of lay police prosecutors at magistrate courts in the state? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to newsroom@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Abiola Fagbolagun. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good evening.
Traffic radio still they bust their head.